In this video, I would like to go over how to properly shut down a FX application and how to get a handle to the controller class. Today you'll see we have the same application that we have used previously, where we have a timestamp that's getting updated on the GUI, and when we shut this application down, you'll notice that the stop button is not disabled, and the reason for that is this application still has threads running in the background that we have not properly handled upon exiting. So in this application, our lingering thread is our timestamp that is updating the GUI. We have a boolean that is in control of managing this thread, but we never set this is running boolean to false. So let's create a dispose method that the application can call when it is terminating, that will set is running to false, and this will cause this thread to exit, and then we will not have this process continuing to linger. In order to call our dispose method on the controller, we need a reference to the controller, and we're going to get that through the fxml loader. But we're going to have to change the way this is accessed a little bit. So let's create a fxml loader local variable. And here what we're going to do is we're going to call loader.load, and it's actually important in this case that you change the get resources to use get resources as stream instead. If you do not do this in the main application, the controller class will actually be returned as null, which is not what we want. So now what we're going to do is we're going to set our controller to loader.getController. Now, what's happening here is the fxml is being created, and the fxml actually has a reference to the controller that it wants to create. So here you will see the controller is our controller class. So what is happening when the fxml loader runs, it runs through this fxml file, looks for this controller tag, and creates an instance of this controller object. And that is what we're getting a handle to right here. However, if you do not use get resources as stream for our parent root object, this will actually return null. So you need to change this to use the get resources as stream here. Now what we need to do is we need to know when our application is exiting so that we can properly shut everything down. To do that, we're going to use the primary stage setoncloserequest event, and we're going to do a couple of things. We're going to call our controller.dispose. This is going to shut down that thread that was creating our timestamp. Now we're also going to kill the FX GUI thread through calling Platform.exit. This is the GUI thread. Now, many people also, for just a catch-all brute force safety check, also call the System.exit, and you're going to give this a parameter of 0 to say that the application is terminating normally. Now, it is important to understand what this is doing. This is actually killing the JVM. So the Java virtual machine will no longer be running after this call. And anything after this call, if you have to have any additional logic after this, it will not execute. So now when we run this application, you'll see I can push the exit button, and between these methods here, the application threads will be terminated normally, and everything will run as you expect.